We back. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Fake Black Conservative. You know who I am. Look at my name right there. And you know who this clown is. Uh, what's your name again? Remind me.
It's Big Ja, it's Ja, you know what I'm saying?
Ja,
Back with another banger. I just got done eating, so I'm chilling. So what's
yo,
up?
it's a beautiful Sunday, man. It's a beautiful Sunday. That's Ja over there. Go over there. He's the game giver. Go over there. Show some love over at his channel. Today is Sunday, so we'll start off by talking about one of the biggest news in the NFL going right now, uh, with Tua Tagovailoa, what happened to him earlier last week, and then that's what transpired on the game on Thursday Night Football. What are your thoughts, man? What do you think about the fact that after they didn't follow the concussion protocols, and then the doctor basically was like, "Oh, it was his back or
I
whatever.
mean,
Let's put him back in there."
that's kind of wild, I mean, they thirst as hell, you know what I'm saying? But like he clearly he clearly was messed up. He was stumbling, you know what I mean, after he got tackled. He hit his head on the ground, but he tried to pop back up, but you could tell he was clearly like it was off. So I was even surprised, like when he actually did come back. I'm like, oh, he probably got a concussion. Like Tua's about to be out. You know what I mean? So I was kind of surprised. I mean, I was surprised, when they did let him even come back. So I'm just like, I was kind of confused by that in the first place. So I was thinking like, okay, I don't know, maybe he just got shooken up a little bit, but that usually don't just happen. Like you stumbling around like that, just probably got a concussion. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing too is like, put me back in, I'm fine. And then the thing is like
That's,
when
of course we're gonna say that.
exactly. And so it's like always hard. Like as a player, you never are going to take yourself out like voluntarily. You know what I mean? You're always going to have to fight somebody, whether it's like a coach or like a physical trainer or someone in the medical field, right? So like in that situation, like of course Tour is gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Everybody who knows football that has played football understands that a player will never call themselves out unless they're like knocked out or like they lost something serious, we'll stop that. Other than that,
Yes,
you're gonna come
you're
back in
trying
the
to
game.
get back in there.
I know Ja over here. I mean, he stubbed his toe and he can't play no more. He'd have to get off the team. He's like, Coach, I can't hurt no more, man. My toe hurt. I gotta
Tell
sit
my
down
toe.
for a
Come
minute.
on. Hey, tell them how I used to do you on scout team.
Nah, this man a
Come on, break
liar.
it to the internet. Come on now. Don't hide it.
A heathen, a heathen on the field. Nah, but I mean, this week, like, hopefully, like, obviously, he got hurt, and that injury on Thursday was terrible. I mean, it looked scary to a lot of people. So hopefully, this doesn't like hurt the whole league because the whole concussion protocols and all that. I mean, yeah, we both played football, played running back. I know you freaking got your head rocked like 100,000 times, so it's like something like you have to deal with, especially like in the future, right? Like, do you have any thoughts about like CTE or any of that going on when like down the road, like in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I got done. Well, I was fighting and stuff. So that was
Like on the
obviously a
street, you was
concern.
fighting on the streets.
Come on, man. You see the belt hanging on the wall? Stop playing.
You got
Like,
them knowledge, man. You stop playing.
come on, man. We really out here. We out here a little bit big. So,
But
but
yeah,
anyway, yeah. So of course, like, I know how that is. Like, I knew that if I was going to be doing that for, whatever X amount of years, that's a big risk. So that's a part of the reason why I had to kind of rethink it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just your health, you know what I mean? Just in general,
yeah, and
because
that's
especially your brain, yeah,
yes,
there's nothing to play with.
exactly. And then I know, like you mentioned, when you were fighting, you injured or you injured your knee, right? Like you hurt your knee, but then like, and then you never hurt like the whole time playing football. And the
Yeah,
funny thing is, like, yeah, go ahead.
all these years of playing football, I've never had any knee injuries or anything like that. So, then in fighting, I'm sparring one day and I got kicked in the knee, the way that I stand, it was like little lateral deviation, meaning the knee kind of buckled in, and the MCL pop. Like, I've never dealt with knee injuries, anything like that. So I really had to rethink it. Like, man, do I really want this? Like, I made it out of football. You know,
You tucked tail and ran.
nah, I was running you over. You already know how that is at practice every day. That's why they had you the scout team. You was the bag. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, bro. Like, nah, I just had to, I just reassess kind of what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I can get to the bread without getting hurt. Maybe I can get to the bread with my head, still on my shoulders, or whatever.
That's that's true. And
But
the hard part is like when you're like playing football for so long, any sport really, and then you got to transition out of it. Like it's hard, bro. Like I know, like for you, like your journey, and even for me and all the other people that played, even like junior college football or college football in general, that transition out of playing football, something you've done for a good portion of your whole life. I mean, for some people, it's like half their life they did football, and then they just stop. Like that's crazy. So
yeah,
there's
of
a lot of
course, man. Like,
yeah,
it's definitely, it's not a it comes with the game. It's not an easy decision. I mean, it's not that I just had to rethink it. Maybe I could just focus on my career, what I'm really trying to do, get the money without getting hurt.
like for some people, like with football, like being their glory days, like either in college or high school, man. Some of those people just go from that to like working normal job, kind of going down. That's like their glory days. You know what I mean? They just sit in their room like playing video games or whatever. You feel me? You feel some people like that.
Yeah, they need to cut that shit out. They need to cut that shit out. Stop doing that. I mean,
I just don't know how
whatever.
people
Video
do it.
games, video games is okay. It's cool when you have the time for it, but if that's what you're spending all your time doing, bro, come on now. What I tell you, you got
Exactly.
to get out here. You got to get a little bit big. Stop playing, bro. Like you got better
Exactly.
stuff. You got better stuff to do with your time, unless getting paid to play video games.
Exactly.
Not,
And then
you know what I'm
and that
saying?
goes over,
Unless you're
now
building yourself up playing video games somehow, somewhere.
hey, some people that high score, man, gets them high. You know what I mean? So when they get 40 kills, I mean they get the euphoria.
Too, bro, to be too happy. I got 40 kills. All right, cool. Like what's the shit
You
really
still got to pay
doing?
the
It's
rent.
cool. It's cool when you have time for it. Like when it's like a time killer. Like you know what I mean? Like when you just chilling, nothing to do, no biddies. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because I know how I know that. That's why they play us. So now they be on that shit way too much, bruh. Way
Oh,
too much. Like you niggas
that's
can't be
true.
out here on these little biddies out here. You spending your time on that, bruh. Come on.